Another day in E3 week, and that means a ton more leaks, and this one is coming out of Bandai Namco. Two huge new PlayStation 4 Japanese RPGs have been leaked, one of them being an absolutely major title in the next iteration in the Tales franchise, and this is looking to take Tales to the next level. Tales has always been around as one of the more major JRPG franchises. However, it's always been stuck in a little bit of, I guess you could say, a rut. I mean, it's always had a fan base, and I definitely have been a fan of Tales, but it has been a lot of the same over the years, and while the games are consistently rather good, there isn't all too much evolution in the franchise, although with the next Tales of game and Tales of Arise, there is that evolution, and that's why I'm so excited for it. And also, one of the best JRPGs of last generation, arguably the best JRPG of last generation, is coming back on the PlayStation 4 in an all-new remastered version, so we gotta talk about that as well. Cyberpunk 2077 is gonna be one of the major games at E3 as well, and it looks like as far as leaks go, the box art and the special edition may have just been leaked, and if they're talking about the special edition, if they've already got it worked out what's gonna come in the special edition, that probably means the game isn't all too far off, and I would think that an early 2020 release window, that's something that is definitely possible. We'll talk that at the end of this video. First up, let's talk all about Tales of Arise. This is the game that has really garnered my interest, being a big fan of the Tales of franchise. You guys always hear me talk highly about games like Tales of Berseria, Tales of Vesperia. I haven't talked too in depth about some of the other games like Xillia, Symphonia, whatever the case may be, just because those games are a little bit older, and unfortunately, no way to play them on the PlayStation 4 yet, but hopefully at some point we'll get some sort of remastered collection or whatever the case may be. But right now, we gotta talk all about Tales of Arise, which is the next Tales of game, and right away, some screenshots have been revealed, and everybody's jaw was on the floor. If you've been a longtime Tales of fan, you're typically not expecting standout visuals. The visual style has largely remained the same over the last few years, really going back to Vesperia, and even prior to that, there hasn't been that visual leap. In the case of Tales of Arise, boy oh boy, they are making that technical leap in a big way. The game looks stunning from a visual standpoint, and some of the open world screenshots that we've seen, oh my god, the game looks incredible from that standpoint. We do have a little bit of information about the game as well, and here it is. On the planet Dana, reverence has always been given to Rena, the planet in the sky, as a land of the righteous and divine. Stories handed down for generations become truth and mass reality for the people of Dana. For 300 years, Rena has ruled over Dana, pillaging the planet of its resources and stripping people of their dignity and freedom. Our tale begins with two people born on different worlds, each looking to change their fate and create a new feature featuring a new cast of characters, updated combat, and classic Tales of gameplay mechanics. Experience the next chapter in the world-famous Tales of series, Tales of Arise. If you're familiar with Tales of, the main character in this game reminds me a lot of Ludger from Tales of Xillia 2. The resemblance there is pretty remarkable. Obviously, brand new characters. Only so many times that you can make super distinctly looking characters, but nonetheless, Tales of Arise's key features also tout the next chapter. Experience the next chapter in the Tales of series brought to life in stunning HD powered by Unreal Engine 4, so now you're seeing where those stunning visuals are coming from. Dynamic action RPG featuring an updated battle system that retains classic Tales of gameplay and stunning visuals. High quality animations created by Ufotable. These are the guys that also did the Fate anime series, and those games from an animation standpoint look insanely good. Some of the best anime that you will see from a visual standpoint, and I believe they're also doing the Demon Slayer anime that's airing right now, and that anime looks really good. So do expect the animations in this game to be absolutely top-notch. Whatever the case may be, I think Tales of Arise is going to surprise a lot of people with its quality, and I really hope that this is the game that can take the popularity of the Tales of franchise to the next level. As good as Tales of Vesperia was, and I love the definitive edition as that, Tales of Berseria was great, Tales of Zestiria didn't knock my socks off, but if Tales of Arise is a good game, complemented by the evolution of Tales of as a franchise, I really do believe that this is the game that can take Tales of to the next level. We'll see how it turns out. I imagine that this game is going to be officially revealed at Microsoft's E3 conference, as it seems like Bandai Namco and Microsoft have had a pretty solid working relationship recently, but the game should be released on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Alright, so enough about Tales of Arise. I'm incredibly excited about that, but I'm also very much excited about Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch getting a remastered version on the PlayStation 4. Now, Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch was one of the best JRPGs on the PlayStation 3, arguably the best, given that the competition last generation I don't think was as strong strong as this generation, but it was a phenomenal game in its own right. Of course, spawned Ni no Kuni 2, and most would agree that Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch was a better game than Ni no Kuni 2. Ni no Kuni 2 was great in its own right, but Ni no Kuni 1 from a storytelling standpoint I think was a bit stronger. And the description of the game touts journey back to the other world in Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch. Level 5's classic tale returns better than ever. Join Oliver as he embarks on an adventure through a world inhabited by new friends and ferocious foes alike in the hopes of bringing back his mother after a tragic incident. With a copy of the Wizard's Companion in his hand and his trusty friend Drippy by his side, he will travel across this rich fantasy world to tame familiars, take on enemies, and overcome the countless challenges that stand between him and his mother's salvation. The charming tale unfolds through the use of animation storyboarded and created by the legendary Studio Ghibli and music composed by the renowned Joe Hisaishi. Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch combines beautiful animated visuals, masterful storytelling, and a sweeping score to create an epic role-playing adventure like no other. Game's key features tout take Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch wherever you go on Nintendo Switch, so yes, it'll be coming to Nintendo Switch as well, but the vanilla version of the game is coming to the Nintendo Switch. This remastered version with upgraded visuals and everything else, that will be on PlayStation 4 and PC. All-Star Production Level 5's mastery of the RPG genre is combined with Studio Ghibli's world-class animation and music composed by the renowned Joe Hisaishi. Captivating story, a charming yet tragic tale unfolds through the use of animation storyboarded and created by Studio Ghibli with English and Japanese voiceovers. Role-playing mastery, a rich mixture of familiar RPG elements expertly crafted and designed and featuring dozens of locations to explore, hundreds of creatures to battle, and a wealth of quests and secrets to uncover. Rounding things out is dynamic combat, switch freely between characters and familiars in an exciting battle system that combines real-time and turn-based tactical elements. So this is something that is very exciting as well. Again, I thought Ni no Kuni 1 was an awesome game. Unfortunately, released exclusively on the PlayStation 3 and released so long ago. I believe commercially it really didn't set the world on fire, especially over here in the West. But Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch was such a good game, and now I'm happy to see it get a second win, and it's going to be available on a multitude of platforms, PlayStation 4 and PC with the remastered version, Nintendo Switch with the vanilla version, and hopefully this does open the floodgate to more people becoming fans of Ni no Kuni, and hopefully that means the franchise can persist as well and more games will be created in the future. Hopefully this is also priced accordingly. I think a $29.99 or $39.99 price point would be excellent. Could very well see it come out at $49.99. However, that's what they put out, Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition. And given that was, what, a 10, 11-year-old game, Ni no Kuni a little bit more recent, I don't know, they could try to squeeze out a $49.99 price point, which would be a little bit of a bummer, but it's such a great JRPG that I would still probably be all over it. Okay, so those are the two major JRPGs that have been leaked, and we should get the official revelations come Microsoft's E3 conference. And the leaks don't stop there. Another big game we might see at the Microsoft E3 conference is Cyberpunk 2077. The box art and special edition for the game may have just been leaked. The box art to me seems a little bit generic, but it does harken back to something like Witcher 3. It's a little bit more simple in design. It's not overflowing in creative design or anything like that, but the special edition, in addition to the base game itself, the special edition looks like it may include a map of the game's fictional setting, a Night City, 2 postcards, a couple of stickers, and a book that, when translated from Polish to English, is described as a compendium of knowledge about the world of the game. You'll also notice in the image that was leaked, there's a lot of digital benefits as well with the special edition. So if they already have the special edition worked out and the contents of the special edition, this is something that's usually done later in the game. They don't think about the contents of the special edition earlier on in development. At least it's not ready to be revealed. So in that notion, I do think Cyberpunk 2077 is closer than some of you guys might be thinking. I think those memes about Cyberpunk 2077 coming out in 2077 is going to end relatively soon. And I've been saying for a while that if CD Projekt Red comes to E3, they show off Cyberpunk 2077 in any form, and they don't at the very least have a release window. They don't need an exact release date, but they need some sort of release window so we can finally get an idea of when we can play this game. Then Cyberpunk 2077 at E3, in my opinion, is a little bit of a failure, and that's because people are already sold on this game. Everybody wants to play Cyberpunk 2077. Showing off gameplay, yeah, that's cool. More gameplay, that's not gonna get us any more excited than we already are. We're already incredibly excited. Now the question is, when are we gonna actually be able to play the game? We've been waiting so many years to hear more about the game, to know when we're going to be able to play it. We got that lengthy demo last year, and now I'm satisfied. I've seen gameplay of the title, I'm sold on the game, and I think the majority of people are. Nothing more you can show is actually going to sell us on the game any more than you already have. Now is the time you announce some sort of release window so we can get excited and have an understanding of when we're going to play the game. I doubt that it's going to be 2019. but early 2020 would be incredibly exciting. And that's gonna conclude this video. Again, we've got the leaks of 2 major PlayStation 4 JRPGs in Tales of Arise as well as Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch remastered. Incredibly excited for both of those. I imagine Ni no Kuni will be later in 2019. Tales of Arise, I wouldn't expect that until early 2020 or late 2020, but I'm very excited for that as well. And Cyberpunk 2077 Special Edition has been leaked, and I imagine we get a release window at E3. That's what I'm hoping for. That's gonna conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.